ESPN1420, ESPN1420.com. I'm Scott Prather. Welcome back into the Great Scott Show. And as promised, joining us right now, former Louisiana Ragin Cajun, current point guard of the Orlando Magic, Elfrid Payton, and a Sour Patch Kids connoisseur. So are you, if Sour Patch Kids needed like a celebrity spokesman that like knew all the details of it, would you be potentially interested in applying for that job?
Yeah, I think I could do that. I think I can knock that out easy.
What's the best I remember you tweeting out, they sent you this, like, it looked like a bank vault of just Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, they did. It was like a whole locker. They recently sent me something for my birthday with the new Tropical, I believe it is.
Man.
Sour Patch that just got released not too long ago, so it's nice.
Is that like the best perk of being a pro is like free Sour Patch Kids, right?
Say again?
I said the best perks of being a pro is the Sour Patch Kids, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's nothing that tops that.
Elfrid Payton, our guest. Elfrid, since the All-Star break, you've had, 5 triple-doubles by my count? What do you think the biggest reason is for that recent surge of production?
Just the style of play. God's been blessing me. We have a lot more spacing on the court. We had T. Ross. He's a guy, a shooter, can get up and down the court. We moved Aaron to the 4. I think it's been able to boost everybody's play on the offensive end.
You and Aaron played together back on that U19 team, and now y'all are teammates. How tight are you guys?
We're pretty tight. We talk about a lot of things, growth, struggles, ups and downs. We're pretty tight just from we talk about our time that we spent together in Czech. And going through that, and we got a lot in common.
On a letter grade scale, Elfrid, how would you grade your first almost 3 seasons now in the league?
Letter grade, I'm a tough grader. I throw that out there. I probably give myself like a B maybe.
A B.
So a B.
Well, I mean, if you're tough, if it's the Elfrid Payton sort of curve you're grading on, I guess that's a B is not bad if it's coming from you, then, right?
Yeah, like B minus, C plus up in that area.
I got you. Hey, how often do you talk to Magic GM Rob Hennigan?
He's around at prices and things like that, so we speak like that from time to time.
Elfrid Payton is our guest, ESPN1420.com. Is it usually about hoops, or do you guys just kind of shoot the breeze, talk about other stuff?
Sometimes we talk about hoops, but most of the time it's just kind of shooting the breeze, just kind of casual conversation, clowning, things like that.
I got you. If I look at the NBA schedule, and I remember working with Trish, who helped me set up this interview with you, and she was going through all the stuff you were doing, whether it be shoot-arounds in games, but, the children's hospitals, the appearances. Do you feel like the NBA schedule for a player is maybe the most overlooked sort of difficulty of being in the league? Like, everybody knows. Look,
definitely. It's one of the toughest things that you have to balance between work and trying to find time to rest and trying to have time for yourself while still being able to work on your craft. And play at a high level night in and night out. It's definitely the most overlooked thing.
Yeah, like the reason I ask you is there's so much debate about players resting and there's a lot of hoopla around it, and the idea of LeBron, he gets paid this money and it's his job, but outside of when he's just playing and practicing, I mean he's getting requests. I mean, and you being the starting point guard, I'm sure that wanting to please those that have requests, but also sort of balancing that act of tell me this, are you better at it now than you were as a rookie?
Definitely. I'm definitely better at it. Something that you get better with at time, and you learn how to, say no to some things, and, there's no, sorry that you're cutting somebody off or they're not showing up, but you got to have some time for yourself, and I think people don't understand that, and it's hard to understand if you're not in the position. But we really don't have a lot of time we're always moving. There's always things going on, and sometimes we just can't do everything.
Yeah, I understand. And with that, that's why we really appreciate. I know all the fans, your fans down here in Cajun country, listen and appreciate you making the time for this. Do you feel like there's the debate is worthy, or should coaches basically say, look, I want to rest my player. I shouldn't have to worry about the commissioner fining us?
I think it's a touchy subject. Me personally, as far as resting players, like games like this is what we get paid to do. If I'm healthy, I'm playing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ain't no such thing as rest.
So Coach Vogel says, Elfrid, I want you to sit for rest. Your response is no.
He know better.
He wouldn't even do it.
He wouldn't even come to me with that. Better.
Elfrid Payton, our guest. Elfrid, we talked to your old teammate Shawn Long earlier this week. He told us you don't really watch much TV or movies. Is that true? Like the little bit of downtime you do have with this schedule, what do you like to do?
I like to relax, go to sleep. I've been trying to read more. Honestly, I don't watch TV. Although I am more of a movie type of guy. I watch movies. I go to the movies. But as far as regular TV, I ain't really doing that too much.
So if you're on a long flight, the best case scenario, you're getting a good nap in.
Good nap, maybe listening to some music. I might play some spades or card games with my teammates, dominoes, something like that. But
no TV
not too much
shows.
After that.
Hey, speaking of Shawn, I know you guys played each other a couple of weeks ago. I know Coach Marlin was down there. What's that experience like, knowing that he's now in the league with you and you guys getting to go play against one another at the highest level?
Oh, it was a great experience because obviously something, Shawn, not only my teammate, but he was my roommate for almost 2.5 years. So it's definitely something we talked about making it to the league, talked about playing at this level, and to see him finally get here and then not only get here, have be able to play against me and have Coach Martin there, that was huge for us. So, he was able to come over to my spot the night before, and we was able to hang out and we talked, man. It was cool. It was a great experience.
He told us that he actually appreciated you blocking his shot. He said it woke him up. It helped him play angry. So I figured if he told us that, he probably told you thank you too, right?
Yeah. We texted not too long after the game, and he told me that. And if I can motivate you, that's part of my job, whether you're on my team or not. So
is he the first? Is he the first guy? Is he the first guy to ever say, "Hey, thanks for blocking my shot"?
Maybe the first person that said that, but I've had a lot of teammates from college and high school telling me thanks for pushing them.
No doubt. Elfrid Payton, our guest. Elfrid, do you still talk to Coach Marlin at all often?
Yeah, we talk. Coach Marlin definitely shoots me a text every now and then, some encouraging words, or hey, I seen you had a good game last night. Back when the Cajuns was playing, we talk about them a little bit, but we keep in touch.
What's your favorite memory of your days with the Ragin' Cajuns?
Favorite memory got to be winning the championship in New Orleans, my junior year. That was special. That was a special group. Obviously, just a thing like a team that got hot at the right time. And then being able to do it in front family and friends in New Orleans. I think that was a pretty special moment for me.
ESPN1420 and .com. Elfrid Payton, our guest. Just a few more for you, E. I know that growing up in New Orleans and Gretna, you had the old New Orleans Hornets tattoo. I know you were a fan. So you watched Chris Paul growing up. Now you train.
Yeah.
Now you train with him. You ask him for advice. What have you learned from CP3 most?
Oh man, first, there's so many. I just said just work ethic. This man has a family, 2 kids, and he still finds time to make sure he gets his work in. He's up early in the morning. He's eating right, and just his overall dedication to, trying to be great, trying to, chase something. That was one thing I learned, and just, how to deal with people. I thought I was a pretty good leader all my life, but he just talked about knowing how to figure guys out, knowing how to push buttons on guys, knowing how to, this person might need to be yelled at, this person might need a pat on the back, just the overall things like that.
What do you guys talk much during the season?
We don't talk as much during the season. I mean, unless it's like, emergency, I really feel like I need some help on something or advice on something. But for the most part, we kind of just do our thing. Obviously, when I'm in town and I'm in LA, we talk a lot. Like this time, we had like 5 days in LA, so I was able to talk to him. We talked a lot and things like that. But other than that, we kind of like doing our thing. I know he has a lot going on over there. I got a lot going on here, so.
Aside from the Sour Patch Kids, what's the best part about being an NBA player?
The best part about being an NBA, well, for me, this is something I love. This is something I always want to do. So being able to do something you love day in and day out, that's the best thing for me. Anytime your job is something you love to do, it's not really a job anymore. So.
Well, look, I love my job, but there's some days where there's certain aspects of the job that aren't always fun. So with that, what's the most difficult part about being an NBA player?
The most difficult? I say kind of going back to what we was talking about earlier. So you might have played a game the night before, have practice the next day. You go through practice, and then you gotta go to an appearance that same day. And it's not so much that you don't want to be at the appearance, but just like you had a long week.
Right, you're exhausted, right?
And you just tired. You're just tired. So making sure you get up for that, that's kind of tough sometimes.
What area of your game do you want to improve on the most? I mean, you're only 23. You got a lot of years left in the league.
Yeah, just continue to work on my shooting, continue to get better at that, continue to work on my finishing. I want to get stronger. To continue to finish at the basket better, and just continue trying to figure out how to win in this league night in and night out on a consistent basis. This is a tough league, but it can be done. I know it can be done, and just trying to figure that out.
What's your goal moving forward right now for the rest of this season and then the off season?
For the rest of the season is just trying to finish on a strong note. Trying to get some confidence heading into the next season. I think we've got something that we feel like that we can all benefit from with this new style of play. Just building that chemistry into the next season, and then from there, just continue to work on it through the summer. Trying to build as much chemistry with the pieces we have and whatever we add.
I was at the Acadiana Mall recently with my wife. She was shopping for something, but point is, I saw somebody walking by in a number 4 Magic jersey, and so I started talking to them, and they were an Elfrid Payton fan, and they said, "Hey, do you think he'll ever cut his hair?" And I reminded them, I said, "Well, look, April Fool's Day a couple years ago, they put out this fake image of his shaved head, but your hair has kind of become a little bit of a trademark. Do you ever think you'll cut it off, or are you just going to rock with it?"
Yeah, I think about cutting it off all the time, and then I talk myself out of it because I love my hair, but. I'm definitely gonna cut my hair at some point. I just don't know when.
All right. Well, if you do it don't do it on April 1st. That's the only thing we ask.
That's it. Well, we have to wait a whole another year.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Last question, Elfrid, and again, know how tight the schedule is. We appreciate the time. You don't watch too many TV shows, but you do watch movies. If somebody was going to play Elfrid Payton in a movie, who would you want to cast as you?
Oh, that's a tough one. As a basketball player, or just my regular life?
Just you. I mean, on the court, off the court, just E.
That's a tough one. Let me think. That is a tough one. I'm trying to think of a young up-and-coming actor right now that I like. Okay, I just say some actors I like. I like Denzel. I like Idris Elba. Let's see who else I like.
Well, that worked. I mean, look
I think those two could definitely pull the part off
with CGI and makeup. I mean, they could be younger. And they obviously
I'm sure they could make them look a younger, right?
Yeah,
we can get like a little mini wig or something, right?
They got the acting chops to pull it off too, so I think they could do it. They'll prepare for the role by practicing hoops and eating a lot of Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, I mean, and they'll be glad to have it.
There you go. Hey, Elfrid, man, like I said, know how busy you are. Been wanting to have you on the show for a while. Continued success, man. All the best. You got a lot of fans down here in Cajun country, and hopefully we can chat again sometime in the future.
Sounds good to me.
Thanks.